It was a rainy morning and I thought to myself, this weather is perfect for some bones and cabbage. So first things first, I started off by sorting the bones so that I can get them washed. One thing about these bones, child, they were dry as hell. There was literally no meat on most of them. Like, yo! Then I began washing before cooking them. Make sure that you thoroughly wash your bones. Like, you don't want to drink blood or eat blood, if that makes sense. So shabu, then I poured hot water and began cooking the bones. I cooked them for about 2 hours. Reason being, it's because, like I mentioned earlier, sorry about that. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, these bones were dry as hell. So, like, I had to make sure that they were thoroughly cooked. After 2 hours, I took them out of the pot and began pouring them into another container. So in the same pot, I began pouring oil so that I can start cooking my onion. As the oil was heating, I began cutting my washed onion. Then I poured the onion into my pot and began frying it. Let me tell you, child, I like the smell of fried onion. There's just something, man, about that aroma that takes me back to my grandmother's kitchen. Like, may her soul continue resting in peace. Then I mixed everything together and allowed the bones to soak in the spices. After 15 minutes, I added 1 cube of beef stock. Next, I added hot water to the pot, ensuring the meat was fully covered. Let it simmer on low heat until your meat is nice and tender to eat. Fine. Gosh, I forgot how exhausting voiceovers are. Like, ooh, this is a lot of work. Okay, Sharp. Then I started removing all the leaves or whatever on the cabbage that I wasn't going to need. One thing about me, I hate manual labor. I honestly hate doing things the hard way. Like, I don't know how to cut cabbage. I will cut it the way my mind tells me to. Like, yeah, that's what's up. So, cut your cabbage and yeah, don't cut your fingers. So this was me after cutting my cabbage, and I was honestly so proud of how it turned out. To be honest, I don't think it matters how you cut it. Why? Like, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, this food is going to go into your stomach, right? So everything is going to mix in there. So don't worry about cutting it. I then poured my cabbage into the pot. I think this process of cutting and all of that took me 15 minutes as well. Like, I'm not sure, but yeah, it has to be around that time. I didn't really check the time. After that, I poured a little bit of peri-peri spice, to give my dish my meal, in fact, that vavavoom. Then I used the same spice again. Like, I honestly forgot the name of the spice. Like, Aksaupol again. But what I know is that he descendants somewhere there. But yeah. After a few minutes, mix everything together. Let your cabbage cook for 10 to 15 minutes. are done, my lovely females and gents. This was the final product. This meal took me 5 hours to make. Normally it will take you about 3 hours to make, but bear in mind that it will depend on how hard the bones are, right? It will depend on how hard the bones are. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Bye.